Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Quietly Influential. I'm your host, Gwen, and today we're diving deep into the world of introverted leaders, their common struggles, and how we can address them. As introverted leaders, we often find ourselves in a world that seems to be designed for extroverts. This can be challenging, but it's important to remember that introversion is not a weakness, but a strength. It's a different way of engaging with the world, one that brings its own unique advantages. Did you know that according to a study by Harvard Business Review, introverted leaders often deliver better outcomes than their extroverted counterparts when leading proactive teams? This is because they are more likely to listen to and process the ideas of an eager team. However, despite this, introverted leaders often face unique challenges. One of the most common struggles is the pressure to conform to the extroverted ideal of leadership. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and imposter syndrome. Another struggle is overstimulation. In a world that's constantly buzzing with information and interaction, it can be easy for introverted leaders to feel overwhelmed. This can lead to burnout if not properly managed. So, how can we address these struggles? Firstly, it's important to embrace our introversion. Remember, being an introvert is not a flaw, but a different way of relating to the world. It's about energy management. We recharge in solitude, and that's perfectly okay. Secondly, we need to set boundaries. This can be as simple as scheduling regular quiet time during the day, or setting limits on the number of meetings we attend. It's crucial to protect our energy so we can lead effectively. Thirdly, we need to leverage our strengths. Introverted leaders are often great listeners, deep thinkers, and are highly empathetic. These are all qualities that can lead to effective and thoughtful leadership. Lastly, we need to challenge the extroverted ideal of leadership. Leadership comes in many forms, and the quiet, thoughtful leadership of an introvert can be just as effective, if not more so, than the charismatic leadership of an extrovert. Remember, as Susan Cain, author of Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, says, "There's zero correlation between being the best talker and having the best ideas." Now let's delve deeper into the science behind introversion. According to research by Dr. Elaine Aron, approximately 15 to 20% of the population are highly sensitive people, many of whom are introverts. These individuals process information more deeply, are more aware of subtleties in their environment, and are more easily overwhelmed by highly stimulating environments. This sensitivity, while it can be a challenge, is also a strength. It allows introverted leaders to pick up on nuances that others might miss, to think deeply about problems, and to be highly empathetic. These are all qualities that can lead to effective and thoughtful leadership. In fact, a study by Adam Grant at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania found that introverted leaders often deliver better outcomes than their extroverted counterparts when leading proactive teams. Why? Because they're more likely to listen and process the ideas of an eager team. However, to leverage these strengths, it's crucial that we take care of our energy. This means setting boundaries, scheduling regular quiet time, and not being afraid to say no when necessary. It's also important to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to leadership. The best leaders are those who are authentic, who understand their strengths and weaknesses, and who adapt their leadership style to the needs of their team. So, fellow introverted leaders, let's embrace our unique style of leadership. Let's challenge the extroverted ideal and show the world that quiet can indeed be influential. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to extend an invitation to all of you. If you're an introverted leader, or if you're just curious about how you can leverage your introversion as a strength, I'd love to connect with you. I'm offering complimentary Zoom or chat sessions where we can dive deeper into your unique challenges and strengths. You'll find the links to connect with me in the show notes. Remember, being introverted is not a weakness, but a strength. It's a different way of engaging with the world, one that brings its own unique advantages. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I look forward to connecting with you and continuing this conversation.